a lot. You are paying for something that is also draining you. You are paying for something that is also draining you. You understand? So it becomes a very big problem, especially in the contemporary society, that unalipa hii haikusaidii, unafanya, you will end up depressed. That is why you see people laugh in cameras, they cry a lot. Mtu akizima kamera. Yeah, wasiwasi inakuja, jasho na kadhalika. Sasa
but I hope people really learn, because I think Collo kitu inafanyika, mboka imereduce TikTok ile mboka ya gifting.
Hello guys, it's your girl Patience Status. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you don't forget any time I post a new video. Remember, I'm the queen of online gossip. So welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment on the comment section.
You deserve a clap. And you are spending that 50,000 knowing that another one might come.
Tomorrow morning you will get even 70,000.
Yeah, true.
You get the point? There is no any hard worker that goes to a club to spend 50,000 and post the money on status or TikTok, whatever, because they feel the pain. Whenever they see the receipt, they feel the pain. Any coin counts. But here on TikTok, we are used to check inbox, check M-Pesa. Money flows in and out of our accounts mercilessly. That is why we go to a club, you dish money to DJs, to waiters, to baboons and so forth, because it is money that you don't even know what it is for.
But though it's true, Collins, you will never spend your hard-earned money carelessly.
You cannot.
You'll never.
You cannot.
Yeah.
Because
you never. You hata sometimes kupatianga waiter tip. Hey, mazena.
Yes.
Tetemeka kidogo. I'm always very strict when it comes. I'm always very cautious when it comes to spending money, by the way. Until you get your own money, that is when financial discipline becomes your sister or your brother. Okay? That is when you get to understand the principle of financial discipline. But without, you'll be squandering money anyhow. And then something on TikTok that I don't understand today is the issue of showing alcohol. I don't know, Jack Daniels and those other expensive alcohols, men think it's an achievement to drink them on camera. But that thing pisses me off. Kama kuna kitu ku display that thing. I don't know. Who does in this day and age? Who does that?
Every time you are alive.
Oh, Black Label.
Jack Daniels. We will clap for you because you are a drunkard. But when things go south, we use the same alcohol to attack you. Like, see, you are drinking money. You ought to have saved. Right? Yeah.
Kwa nini Mkamba na to address? Mkamba tukuongelei comment section inakudanganya.
No, leave Mkamba. You know, in every market there must be a noise maker. Okay? you just ignore.
But I wish him all the best, Maze, because it's tough, Maze. It's really tough. And I think possibly the baby girl maybe has withdrawn in a way. I don't know. And you know that is also making our brother to be depressed.
Let me tell you, surprisingly, I want to say it here publicly that all men should go for women they can maintain. Thank you.
Repeat that again.
I want to say here categorically that all men go for women you can maintain. Some women can... Some women can drain you to nothing in the name of
very true. Guys, it's true. Some women can really drain you financially until you get depressed. And if you are a man, sometimes ukipenda mwanamke sana mwenye anakunyonya, trust me, unaweza utapata depression mpaka ufariki.
Yes.
That is true. Be very careful with the kind of women you involve yourself with. Analyze them well, scrutinize them well.
Just like a vehicle. You only buy what you can.
Same for men. Sisi ni wanaume tunaongea hapa, kuna wanawake, so we are talking on behalf of men. Tukikuwa na mwanamke hapa pia ataongea on behalf of women. So I hope you understand. It's not that tunaonea wanawake. That's why you said some.
Mkamba anasema nini ama umeanga?
Bwacha nisikia anasema nini? Mkamba mambo? Amepigiwa simu ama bundles zimeisha.
Mkamba. Amepiga duru guys. Anasemaje wale walikuwa huko?
Anachangia nini guys? Alikuwa anachangia nini? Alikuwa anafanya nini? Nini imeisha? Alikuwa na nini?
Hata sivile person. So mambo ni mengi sana, but let us be cautious because my mother used to say something in really that I have to repeat it here. Okay? She was putting in Kijaluo kind of. Okay? Usitumie pesa kama wao. Okay? Pesa yao ni ya bure, yako ni ya jasho. Hivyo. In Kijaluo, ikitigi pesa ni ketinga tutio. Maybe mtu amekota. And I always say to kwa life yangu, if you don't earn like them, don't spend like them. There is no World Cup you'll be given.
Yeah. Very true.
You know, we behave as if it's a competition on TikTok.
Alafu tena kuna kitu kingine inafanyika hapa TikTok, Collo. There's this competition ya magari. What's happening?
Let me tell you. I was just having a conversation just before I came back home with a certain TikToker. The Mombasa, okay? It is my first time to get Viva Kinini. It is my first time to get Viva Mombasa. So, competition is so bad because it is even through competition that we grow. Okay? Yeah. You know, if you are not competing, you will live in a bush. If you don't visit other people's houses, you might think your house is the best. If you don't eat at other people's food elsewhere, you might think your food is the sweetest. Yeah. Okay? So there is what you call a healthy competition. Healthy competition is very important because kama haujakula chakula ingine elsewhere, utafikiria takataka unapika ndio tamu. But unfortunately, imefika ile pahali a healthy competition has turned. Okay? A healthy competition has turned to be an over pleasing of people who don't care about us. Yeah, you please people who are not even following up what you are doing. So you please somebody, you want to have the best while you cannot afford that best. Unanisikia? That is it.
And it's killing young men and women outside here. It's unnecessary.
Because it is throwing them into loans. Don't let me tell you something that I fear. Don't hakuna kitu gumu kama kulipia kitu kusaidia. You guys talk a lot. You are paying for something that is also draining you. You are paying for something that is also draining you. You understand? So it becomes a very big problem, especially in the contemporary society, that unalipa hii haikusaidii, unafanya, you will end up depressed. That is why you see people laugh in cameras, they cry a lot. Mtu akizima kamera. Yeah, wasiwasi inakuja, jasho na kadhalika. Sasa.
But I hope people really learn, because I think Collo kitu inafanyika, mboka imereduce TikTok ile mboka ya gifting and stuff like this.
Let me say it here again for the purposes of records. There are 3 people I want to mention categorically. Number 1 is Nyawendo. Number 2 is Peter Kioi. Number 3 is Lady Jacqueline. Can you remember the burning of the church? What has happened?
Pretty well.
What has happened to these people after that shenanigan? I am just asking you. Okay, on the issue of Nyarawendo, can you remember the tears of the old grandmother? You remember? The old grandmother whose nyota was carried away. The old grandmother whose nyota was carried away. I'm trying to drag something. People tells me to drag something. Can you remember? There is something called karma. Okay? There is something called karma. Do unto others what shall be done to you.
By the way, you do not ban a church regardless of issues that you have with people in that church. You do not ban a church.
Why? So that is why I'm putting, first of all, you've seen what? Okay, I'm sorry, God forgive me. How Lady Jacqueline has ameisha drastically. Allow me to say that.
Lady Jacqueline anacheza tap squeeze ende mdogo.
Yes. Okay. How Nyarawendo got pregnant with twins drastically. Okay. Now the current issue.
But do you think tap for Lady J, is it sustaining?
If it is sustaining for others, that definitely is sustaining for her.
Yeah, because me nimekuwa surprised. Lady J nowadays tap send roses, send this and this. Anyway, I wish her all the best.
It is because he did unto others what he thought cannot be done unto him, unto her or him. You get the point?
Is it me hanging ama ni Collo? But Collo, unajua, I think Lady J also, I don't know, unless anatuchezea anatupima, because Lady J moja pia ni mjanjez, unless anatupima, because you know, for a learned person like Lady J can really survive so well akiandika proposals mzuri atumizi ma organizations. She can really get so many good funding. Trust me, she doesn't need to come on TikTok and do this because she has a worthy cause already. Many of these NGOs will be willing to come and help her, spoil her with money. So I don't know what, and all this time she has been abroad, especially countries like UK.
Unfortunately, when God decides to punish you, he leaves or he leaves nothing unturned. In fact, he closes all avenues, potential reasoning, potential customers, potential well-wishers,
potential reasoning,
supporters, and the potential source of your popularity.
Because me, there's a time I advised my sister, I told her, hey, can you try and do this and do this and do this? You'll really get a lot of help.
It is the karma that is now acting in action. I'm repeating for you, Don King. Under no circumstance, regardless of the disagreement, shall you ban a place that is meant for prayers. Under no circumstance, regardless of the disagreement you have with the pastor.
Guys, follow me.
Regardless of the disagreement in between you and the congregants, a place of worship is a holy place. A place where people kneel down to fight for God. A place where people kneel down to seek help from God. Under no circumstance, regardless of your disagreement with the people in question.
And by the way, how far they have not notified us how far that case has gone, because they pushed for that guy to be arrested and go to court. So which means it just went like that. They're never talking about it anymore.
I am happy I told you very well, and I repeat now that you've asked me the truth. It was self-interest driven issue that eventually flopped when money came into display.
Oh goodness.
Thank you. Yeah, because we saw then eventually it
because no updates nowadays. We don't know how the case is going. There's a lawyer that TikTok was supposed to contribute and represent that court. I don't know how it went to. So umejua Danson Omari alikuja. Was it Danson Omari ama Njeru? There's between those two top lawyers.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the thing went.
So that is exactly how it worked and how it happens. But anyway,
TikTok has a lot of things. TikTok has a lot of things.
Hiyo liwalo mambo ni mingi sana wakati mwingine. Mengine tunaangalia macho, mengine hata tunaongelea venye site tunaongelea, mengine hasa sasa hata tunanyamazia tu. Na umejua hizo vitu
where I come from we say otek.
Yeah, okay. Na umejua kuna vitu zingine haziwezi fanyika bila hand. Okay, bila a hand somewhere. So there are always very big hands in other man. So no matter how much you try to push for such matters, perhaps end, you might not succeed. You might be succeeded instead.
Helen Mambo. I wish guys all the best, but people are so angry. People are so angry for success here. People are so angry for money.
But
and there's so many people being misused here.
Poverty. It is poverty. That is what is making us. Should we all have money, then probably all these problems ought to have not been there. Couldn't have been there. And unfortunately, we have limited access to money.
But Collo, one thing with money is, sometimes it's evil and it's never enough. That's the thing. You'll get more today, tomorrow you'll still want more and more and more and more.
But
so if you're not careful, if you're not...
Nobody wants to die poor anyway.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's for sure. But people die trying to be rich. That's the problem.
No, we die.
Nobody wants to die poor. People die trying to be rich. Most people.
But eventually we die poor because we leave everything. Yeah. So you die poor.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we die poor because you leave everything with you. Yeah, that's a good statement. You deserve a clap for that. Dunia. I think when you're still alive, try all the best and live a good life. Live a genuine life. Don't hurt people. If you have money, enjoy the best you can. And on that note, live according to your means. Just live according to your means.
In Kenya also, if you live according to your means, you die poor. Kenya is where you need even to step ahead, because the moment you want to be like, mimi sinaga maneno, sitakangi maneno, sikulangi za watu, sikulangi za bure, you will die poor. Yeah.
Kenyans try so hard, eh?
That is why there is an anti-corruption committee. Because that is why there is an anti-corruption committee. Because obviously nobody wants to die poor. Nobody wants to be like Mr. Kisapure.
Watu wanachuna kuchuna.
That is why there is an anti-corruption. But why? Why do you think it's anti-corruption? Because it is known. People don't want to be like, people don't want to be altar boys anymore. Okay, you be an altar boy. Yeah.
Let me ask you now, what advice? Okay, we've talked about our brother from Masai Landuko. What about Uyu way to our Lake region? What good do you think he can do? Like, how can he just, what can happen? What can we do, or what can be done so that
he needs, I told him, even prior to this question, I told him in the Q&A that currently he doesn't need much. He only needs two things. One, wisdom. Two, punguza. Kupunguza. Na kupunguza means eliminate completely kiburi. You will go far.
Collo, let me tell you this. Huyu jamaa na kiburi. Hiyo sio kiburi, Collo.
What is it?
Jinga. Huyu jamaa na no, hiyo sio kiburi.
No, there is, let me tell you why I call it kiburi. The kiburi is an aspect of arrogance that comes from an empty-headed man.
Let me tell you how I define kiburi from the school of thought where I come from. Collo, wacha ni top up kitu alafu nini cause naenda kuanguka. Let me top up my bundles. Nini aya
guys. People should follow me guys. Follow me guys. Hey, I'm about to leave. Follow me. Itakuwa live usiku huko baadaye. Okay? If you want to follow me, just follow me. I appreciate. If you feel that I know conversation has both good people and bad people, okay? So me, I welcome everybody. This is the only live that me my blog mtu kweli. I don't even think. Late bad, how are you doing? This is only live I don't block anybody. You have a freedom of speech and association and expression. You can type here. Here I get those in your match. In 1500. You can type here, okay? You can type here anything you want to type.
Collo mbako unanisikiza?
Nakusikia. Sonke, hebu nitumie 10,000.
Sonke yuko huko. Ambia Sonke nimemsala. Kwani nilifanyanga nini Sonke? Ananichukia. But ni okay, unanisikiza?
Nataka tutumie 10,000 aende aseme huko ananieleza. Hebu tutumie 10,000 hapo.
You ndo baya Sonke. So I fed you. I paid your bills. You can't tell me
anything. There's nothing that makes me happy like somebody who ever helped me in life that they helped me. Because at the end of the day, you cannot pass the help. Right? Yeah, they can never pass the help. So, it is just endelea.
So I think with our brother, you know how I define kiburi from my school of thought is, Collo, you have your own good education, you have your own income and pretty much good. Either you have a job, you have a business and stuff like that, and you have some class, So if King Master was in that category, and with what he's doing right now, you don't get a kiburi. But what is that? For me, that is not kiburi. That is primitivity. It's just being primitive.
Swahili says that matako unilia mbwata nani sijui nini, something like that. maskini akipata matako uliambwata. Collo, mjua nilipata A Kiswahili na Kiswahili siku hizi, na nilipata A- Kiswahili na Kiswahili na sumbua mbaya siku hizi. There's a part of Kiswahili say I know matako mbwata ulia pahali, something like that.
Maskini akipata matako uliambwata.
Yo. So you know, he ought to have consulted other guys. Siko baya. By the women surrounding right now.
Yeah.
He ought to have been somewhere 2 months later. By the type of women that are surrounding him. But unfortunately, he seems to be unknowledgeable about how to maneuver, especially how to make use of the grace period. It is called the grace period. Okay. Importantly, he has certain types of followers that feel like a good advice to him is jealousy. Those people also.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. And majority of those people probably are primitive like him.
I repeat.
Because if you're a wise and sober person, you will be able to detect a very, very wise advice.
I repeat, he has certain type of followers that feels or that feel that a good advice to him is jealousy. Whenever you give him what should feed him, they take it for poison. So,
Come on.
yeah. If you give him something that will feed him, they take it for poison. I wonder. Now, the same people writing wivu when up themselves kwa your guest, all they say is follow me. You even wonder now, in all these scenarios, who is a madman? But lisemwalo kwamba afikirai kwa dhiki sio faraja.
Akufai kwa dhiki
Sijui atanikae
Kiswahili yangu lenda wazi.
Atanikae mbichi sio faraja.
Guy, comment section akufai kwa dhiki sijui nini. And I was a good Kiswahili student. Guy, mutusaidie.
Atanikae kwa mbichi sio faraja. Sijui nini. They don't want to hear. So given that they lack knowledge, that is why anytime King Don, I've tried severally to drill my little cent wisdom to that man's bald head. And in him, through the comment section, people who follow him think that a good advice to him is jealousy. They are the same people who will laugh when things will come from good to us.
Yeah, they will be there laughing him.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And by the me personally even don't hate that person. Sinanga me at a spirits of with what I did. It's never in my blood. I always love seeing people benefiting, and I always love seeing people like trying to use their brain watumie ujanja ili wa progress. But kuna vitu zingine ni utoto tu yani.
But you cannot say that when his followers are there. They will say you are jealous.
Hey, you'll be lynched.
They will give you all sorts of comebacks.
You'll be lynched mbaya sana. Mimi hata nilishablokiwa.
That is why sisi ni Wajaluo, okay? Lakini we can leave our own to perish because of the followers, or the type of followers that are surrounding you.
Warrior!
Yeah. Because most of them feel like I'm like, mtu ndio anaanza maisha na hivyo aje. And what's the circumstance? And what's can a class 8 feel jealous of a class 1 person? How?
Doesn't add up.
That's the question I was asking. They say, hey, I'm like, mimi na takataka zenyu ndeni huko. Wacha mwende usitokute kusafta zenyu mambo kiharibika. You.
Yeah, tutakuja kunywa chai baadaye by the way.
I was telling Evans, inawa kabisa, nawa kwa ni nawa, wash your hands with the Dettol. Wait for the tea. We will serve. That is it.
We're just watching like this. Macho moja.
That is it.
Anyway, Collo, enjoy your evening. Wacha mimi nifanye kitu kingine kidogo.
I just want to leave and pick up my family then come back.
Haya, wasalamie.
Thank you, man. Have a good evening.
You too, bro.
Guys, allow me to leave. Allow me to leave. It is almost 9 p.m. Okay, so allow me to leave. Allow me to pick up my family. Nakaa kuchoka kabisa, lakini naomba Mungu nisichoke sana. Okay, so guys, that is it. 9 p.m. Saa yangu inaniambia rumors 8:15. Saa yangu inaniambia rumors. I have to set it. It is telling me 2:15, but it is 8:15. Okay, yeah, barely 8:15. Anyway, usiku naweza tap kidogo, sawa guys? Yeah, so ukiwa hapo usiku wa manane together with the Gidaiga, we do have a session like 3 to 4 games then nashuka, because siwezani hiyo mbio yao bana guys, spending the entire night then the following day, I am hustler. I need to wake up and do other things. It becomes tiresome. So most often I play like 4, 5 games or 3 games. 5 games is 25 minutes. Okay, yeah, I do 25 minutes then I drop, because hiyo kuongea sio rahisi. Okay, you can develop even sore throats. Haikuangi rahisi. So have a good day, guys. Take care. Whenever Collo is mentioned, you can decide to laugh, support, or attack. Okay? Whenever I'm live here also, you can decide to write anything, attack, support, or laugh. Here people have freedom of comment. You can comment anything. The host decides what to read and what not to read. Okay, but it is your mandate to comment. Okay? Subsequently, you have a mandate, okay, to spread rumors. You carry information from here to the other lives and so forth. Boss can he's not here. So have a good evening, guys. Allow me to maneuver the terrain. I'll be back usiku na chai zingine. Kichwa na kama gote kule ya it is too big. I'll be back. So shit. Kama ulivyo mwingi wa nyota za angani, ninaomba Bwana uyajaze baraka maisha yangu. Kama ulivyo mwingi wa nyota za angani, ninaomba Bwana uyajaze baraka maisha yangu. Neema zinitiriki, naomba furaha yako Bwana, naomba faraja yako Bwana, ninaomba Bwana uyajaze baraka maisha yangu. Have a good day. Host, umeona video ya Kalisa na Embrambamba, very funny. So wewe ni mtu hata unisupportingi, unanitusingi tu pahali. Sasa hata I wonder even what you are doing here. Unanitusingi tu, but anyway, you are free to abuse me. So at any given live, I permit you to abuse me there. Ukiwa hapa cheka na mimi. Lakini pahali na chambo enda unitusi huko. Sawa, nimekopea hiyo chance. And any other person, any hater who is here, kuja cheka na mimi hapa. Kule kwingine enda unitusi venye unaweza, because yeah, it is your decision. So hapo siko sawa. Enda tu ufanye shughuli zako, support those who you want to support. Ukifika hapa Don Gray amenipigia. Don Gray narudi hivi alafu tuingie live. Sawa. Don Gray has just called me. 2221 wa. Nilikuwa na support, is okay, yeah. You can just abuse me. You are welcome to abuse me, okay? Yeah. Okay, panda pale na chambo, panda tu guest unitusi. Mimi nakuanga sawa. Yeah, mama. Ndio namaliza sasa inakuja. Hi son. Hi baba. Kijana wangu ananifanyanga nataka nimwende. Unasimeka wetu wako hayuko. Simeona nyumba imenyamaza. Nyumba inyamazangi hivi. Sasa reka tu ningekuwa hapa. Nimenyamia I don't watch television. Hayuko hapa, he is gone. Alienda kutembelea shosha yake. So nawaendea saa hii. Sawa. So ni hayo kwa sasa. Muwe na jioni njema. Until we meet again.
So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye.